So I've been creating YouTube videos for this channel, Think Media, for over 3 years, and it has accumulated to over 300 uploads to this channel, which is a lot. And I think a lot of people have the question as to how do I stay inspired, or how do I never run out of video ideas? But I'm here to tell you is I do run out of video ideas, and there are times where I'm not inspired to create content. But here are some things that you can implement into your ideation process when you're creating YouTube topics and ideas so that you never run out of them ever again. But the first thing I would encourage you to consider is to use OPC, or what is called other people's content. This is actually a great way to never run out of content because people are always creating and you can always commentate or get inspiration from other people's content. The first platform you can get inspiration from is YouTube itself. I would hope that if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, that you're a YouTube connoisseur and that you actually enjoy watching YouTube videos. Here's a place that you can actually go to get some ideas, and that is your watch history. You know, I actually watch a lot of YouTube TV on my television, but sometimes when I just need to get some inspiration, I'll go into my history and I'll look at videos that I clicked on because of the title and the thumbnail. They were interesting to me, and I'll actually take some of those titles / video ideas and just contextualize it for YouTube strategy or tech that we actually like to review and things like that. And so for example, I like to watch golf content, coffee, and even fashion content. And one channel I actually like is the GQ channel. And a lot of times they'll do like the 10 things that this celebrity or artist can't live without. That format of video inspires me to create videos around tech that could actually be good for creating YouTube videos like gear and software and things like that. And so I'll just make videos where I list out 10 of my favorite things for creating content with your smartphone, or 10 things that you can buy for your YouTube studio. When it comes to Instagram, there are some people that teach on Instagram growth. When learning from those creators, I actually can contextualize Instagram tips for YouTube strategy tips. And I literally got this video idea from a reel that I saw, how to never run out of ideas. I was like, dang, I don't know if I've made that video yet concisely. And then the last recommended place that I would encourage you to look at is Twitter Advanced Search. This is using Twitter's search features, and then find somebody who actually did a Twitter thread on a specific question. Graham Stephan, one of the top finance YouTube channels, he does this a ton. He'll actually make videos on threads that he'll find on Twitter, which just goes to show that he's not coming up with those ideas necessarily. He's just packaging that information and delivering it on a YouTube video. So don't be afraid to do this. OPC, other people's content. The next one is Facebook groups. You know, if you have a YouTube channel with a specific focus and or niche, that you should probably be involved into a Facebook group of some sorts. There's tons of Facebook groups out there for different kinds of interests and hobbies. Being involved in these groups can give you a pulse of what people are asking about, what's going on currently around this niche or industry or what have you. And you know, just being involved in a Facebook group can not only give you so many video ideas, but can also be a way of actually boosting awareness to your YouTube channel, because not a lot of people are creating consistent YouTube videos. And if you are a consistent YouTuber and you're inside of a Facebook group, chances are is that people are gonna support you. And I'm not saying like go into Facebook groups and post your videos so that you can get a ton of views. But I am saying is if you are involved and there is a community and they do want to support, then there's a way to actually do that the right way. We actually have a friend who has a vegan cooking channel, and she posted one of her recipes inside of the group, and her video got so much momentum because a ton of people clicked on the video from the Facebook group, and it brought awareness to her channel. But more than just getting awareness to her channel, it's a great place to actually just get video ideas from, but that is Facebook groups. The next one is through your competitors' comments. If you have other YouTube channels that you are competing with, or you have the same type of information that you're sharing, then go to those people's comments and look at the questions that people are asking on their videos, because that's good insight to know that people are actually wondering about certain information. And if it's somebody that actually shares similar information as you, it wouldn't be too off brand for you to actually literally answer the questions that are in people's comments. And so this is a great strategy if you are just starting out, or maybe you don't upload as frequently as you'd like to. Look for those questions and then make videos around those needs. And then once you make that video, go back to that person and comment back and reply and say, hey, I actually made a video on this question just for you, and then paste it And not only are you gonna win a subscriber, but you're also gonna serve more people because a lot of people probably have that same question. Next is using Google and/or AI. Now, I like using Google still to find video ideas. For instance, if I'm gonna make a video on the best camera for YouTube, I can actually Google search that video title and then see the articles that are written around that topic and see if not only do I agree with it, or if I can make better video versions of those articles. But taking those headlines could be a great head start to developing a good video idea to create. And as well as ChatGPT. Now, we have a ton of content on our channel where we break down different ways to use AI, but I definitely think using AI is gonna be its own skill, or it is its own skill, that you can get better results from ChatGPT by the way you prompt ChatGPT. And we actually have an interview that we did with Nikki Saunders. Sean did it with her, and it's a great video on the various AI tools that creators should be using. I would encourage you to check that out after this video. We'll put a link to it down in the description below. But using AI and Google is still a great way to accumulate video ideas and even come up with YouTube titles. This video is brought to you by StreamYard. StreamYard is our go-to platform for streaming to YouTube and Facebook with an incredibly easy to use interface for built-in branding, transitions, text lower thirds, and seamlessly bringing on guests. It really is one of the best options when it comes to live streaming. And what's so cool is they've implemented a brand new feature called local recording. Take control of your audio and video with local recordings by separating out your audio and video from your guests. This feature gives you the control over your content for later use, making it perfect for podcasts and video creators. Just go to streamwiththink.com to get started now. Now, this next way kind of piggybacks on the last way, but that is to use industry trends. Now, I can't speak for your industry or your niche necessarily, but if you have a pulse on what is happening, whether it's in culture or with things changing in your industry or niche, then you speaking on it always poses an opportunity for more content. Like before AI came out, we never had AI videos on our channel, but because it was an industry trend where people were talking about how this could be used to create content, now we're starting to include this conversation in our content because it just makes sense because of what's happening. Another thing that kind of happened recently on YouTube is YouTube Shorts. This opened up a whole nother opportunity of videos that we can create tutorials around, case studies around, but I think the key here is to have a pulse on what is going on. One way to just stay inspired is to constantly be learning. And if you're just always aware and if you have your eyes open as to what is happening, then bringing that in front of your audience with your unique opinion or biases around this new thing happening or what have you, it's super valuable and could allow for an opportunity to literally never run out of content because there's always new things happening in every industry. And then this next strategy is if you are still breathing, then you'll always have access to it, but that is personal experiences. If you have a case study, if you tried something, if you failed at something, if you succeeded at something, if you saw somebody else do something, you can actually bring that case study or information to your audience, and it poses as valuable and engaging content to do that. And so this is just being more intentional and aware of what it is you're even doing. I find people who are very self-aware and are documenting their successes and failures are people who have so much to offer when building audiences, whether it's on YouTube or other platforms, because it's invaluable information. You tried something, you did something, and there's some insight that you have that you can share with other people. Content like this does really well on YouTube. There's huge YouTubers that actually will do challenges and they'll say things like, I spent 90 days in the metaverse. Or if you look at Mr. Beast's videos, a lot of his content is kind of something he's done or something he's tried, but it doesn't have to be so extravagant or entertaining. It can literally be, I tried making $100,000 in 1 year, how did it go? Or I tried losing as much weight as I possibly could in 30 days, or I tried Michael B. Jordan's Creed workout plan. There's just things that you can do with your own personal experiences and bring them to your audience, and it'll add so much value to them. But these are some ways that you can never run out of YouTube video ideas. If you got value, I would love for you to hit that like button. And if you want to see that video that Sean did with Nikki Saunders, breaking down the various AI tools, then go ahead and click or tap the screen. But I can't wait to see you in a future video. Peace.